This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this opening day intro, man. Alright, today's not opening day, baseball opening day that is, but it's coming up in 2-3 days, 4 days, something like that, coming up at the end of this week. They finally decided that they, wanted to play a little baseball. Of course, there's a lot of hee-hawing back and forth about this, that, and the other. Some players have decided not to play this year for safety concerns, and I can't blame them for that. The ones that have decided to come back are going to start playing this weekend. It's going to be different this year. Only 60 games, 60 regular season games. I mean, it's like they've taken 102 games away, but I think it's going to change the game, how managers manage and everything. I think it's going to be different, that's for sure. I mean, baseball, normally a whole baseball season is a marathon. You have ups and downs, all throughout the season. Injuries, people coming back from injuries, people going to injury. I mean, the whole season is a long, drawn-out thing. And this year, the season's going to be like a sprint. I mean, still 60 games is a lot of games, but it ain't nothing like 162. So, I mean, it's like they're going to been playing, chess all their life. All of a sudden, they're going to, just for this year right now, we're going to play checkers. A little bit different game. It's going to be a lot like postseason, I think. The postseason is a completely different ball game than the regular season. Where every pitch counts so much. There's no room for mistakes. And I'll be honest with you, I don't watch unless the Braves are in it. I don't watch much postseason baseball. It's just because it's just a different game than I'm used to, So, but anyway, I mean, you play 162 games. Very few people actually play the 162. But the DH is in. I think that's a good thing for the National League. I think the National League needs a DH. It's in every level of baseball, including professional baseball, except for the National League. As far as I know, every minor league baseball game that I've gone to has had the DH, no matter what their whatever their major league affiliation is. They use the DH. Everybody uses the designated hitter. So it's going to change the way managers manage. It's going to change the way players play. I tell you something else that's a little freaky. I've been watching some inter-squad games and some exhibition games, and not having people in the stands is weird. I mean, it is truly weird to listen to. There's no crowd noise. They try to pipe in some crowd noise whenever the home team does something good. Somebody hits a home run, they'll pipe in some crowd noise, but it's weird. It's like watching a video game. All everything's fake. The crowd noise is fake. You got all that social distancing down there. You got not all the players are in the dugout. There's some of them are in the stands behind the dugout, so they can maintain social distancing. It's gonna be weird. What I miss about them, the one thing that I miss about them is I listen to them on the radio most of the time. I very rarely have a chance to sit down and watch them play very much. But I listen to them on the radio a lot, and you can hear the crowd predominantly through the radio. So it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird, but we're gonna check out and see what we can get this weekend. See if we can't get the Braves on the right track. Mr. Foley, Mr. Matt Foley. Alright, so yesterday was baseball's opening day. I turned it on, started watching it. Couldn't watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a darn shame. Welcome to the big city of Sampson, Alabama. When I first come through here, Sampson seemed like it was a lot bigger than I ever thought it was. It's bigger than I thought it was, for sure. But this is Sampson. If there was a city down the road here named Delilah, it'd be a speed trap. Get it? Delilah, Sampson, trap. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Me and Prissy going over here to check on some cameras. Got some more bait bottles mixed up. I got different stuff we're gonna try out again, and hopefully she won't eat any of it. We're gonna go check these cameras. It's too hot for her to ride in the back. All my stuff in my trunk, the bed of my truck. I'll spit it out in a minute. Hold on, sweetie. It's black. My toolboxes are black. Floor is black. The bed liner is black. So black, of course, absorbs heat. It doesn't reflect it, so it takes a long time for it to come out. And she may ride, coming back in the back if she wants to. But I didn't have the heart to put her in that thing in the back right now because it's just too hot. It's 98 degrees outside. So I made sure I brought her some water. I brought you water, didn't I? Bowl, didn't I? I think I brought her water bowl back here. But I got her some water. I got a cooler full of drinks. And the good thing is, a lot of the places where the cameras are, they're kind of in the woods, so there's more shade. It's just this initial getting everything up and over here kind of deal. And like I said, once I get out over here, it's just a couple of miles from the house, so she's not like she got to ride a long way or anything. And she's dripping spit on my hat. I got a hat down here, and she's sitting here panting, and it's rolling right off her tongue onto my hat. It's bad. But anyway, as soon as I get here, I'm gonna put her out because she loves to run. I mean, don't get me wrong, she loves to run around out here. It's just everything in the back of the truck is hot, and I didn't want to take it out because it is 98 degrees. So, hold on, girl. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Alright. We're going to pull in here. I'm going to get out and let her out. Yeah, see how much shadier it is? You can tell by the shade in the truck. Alright, sweetie. Go down on the other side. We'll be back. I opened the back door. She shot out there like a cannon. She was ready to get moving. She's 50 yards ahead of me down the road. I had to get me a soda pop. The other little dog that we got, the little Boston Terrier, she's not an outside dog. She is 100% inside dog. And if it's hot, she ain't gonna exert herself not one little bit. She's not an what you call a physical specimen. She's a specimen, all right. But now this dog right here, Prissy, she's you gotta stop every 30 yards so she can either mess or wet or do something, who knows. I mean, she's always been an outside dog. We just brought her inside to kind of, because when she belonged to my in-laws, she stayed outside and wouldn't come inside. Now she's over there with us. She's been with us, shoot, I don't know, almost a year, I imagine. We've had her. And, you know, at first she didn't want to come inside, but she's over there. She knew where she could go and hide. Over there at our house, she doesn't know exactly where she can go and hide. So, and she's scared to death of thunder and lightning. Scared to death of any kind of storm. So whenever she's inside and it's thundering and lightning, when she lived over at my in-laws' house, she knew where she could go. But over at our house, she doesn't. So she stays inside as much as she wants to, and she goes outside as much as she wants to, because she's not bad about leaving the yard. She knows, pretty good about where she's at there. But excuse me. But she got over to our house. I had to pick her up and put her in the back seat of the truck here. And when we first got her, I could pick her up with no problem. Now, she done got a little weight on her. She got a little heavy. She's a sweet dog. She's a little lups-up doy, if you know what I mean. But she's sweet as she can be. All of our animals have some sort of, challenge. We got this one right here. She's in good physical health, but like I said, she's a blue heeler. But now, like I said, she's easily freaked out. She's easily paranoid. And she's easily spooked. Let me put it like that. And abnormally easy spooked. When I went to pick her up, to put her in the truck, she was sitting there shaking the whole time, just like, oh my gosh, where did we go? Where are we going? Where are we going? So she's freaked out. And when we're outside, she won't let me get anywhere near her. 10 foot is about as close as I can get to her. She knows she can outrun me, but no, she ain't gonna leave me, but she ain't gonna let me get close to her. The other dog that we got, the little Boston Terrier, she's got anemia in her blood anemia. So she has to take medication every day, twice a day. We got 2 cats inside. One cat is just physically deformed. I don't know how to explain it. When we first got her, she had little bitty legs about that long and a big old body. Then her legs grew into her body. Now she's about that big around. And she's almost to the point where her gut's dragging the ground. The other cat that we got inside, she's a lot like Prissy. She's just, she ain't right. When she was a kitten, she got outside the house and got in the woods. And going this way, baby. This way. Okay. And she got lost, couldn't find her way back to the house. And the house was only about like 20 foot. And it was open. There wasn't no woods in between her and the house. So we brought her inside. All of our animals are kind of jacked up. But we over here now. We're going to check out and see what's going on. See if we can find out about her trail cameras. Alright, let's start it off today with a big old fat, nice, big old fat coon. So now I can't remember if I got peanuts or corn in that jug. I can't remember. Now listen, he hears something off to the stage right. He's not really sure what's out there, but he knows something's out there. You'll find out here in a minute, and he's going to be just surprised. Still hears it. Something's going on there. Something's coming up. What's coming up? Oh, y'all wait for this now. Y'all wait for it, because you fitting to see what's coming up on him. Look out. Another coon. Another coon. It's a big surprise. I told you it'd be a big surprise. Got the most darn coons I've ever seen in my life. I don't think there's that many coons. I just think they come back to where they know the food is. Haven't seen many deer. I mean, I have seen deer, but not, used to I'd see all kinds of deer and the coons would be secondary, but now it's just the opposite. Seeing a lot of coons and not very many deer. That's got to be fog that's fogging up the darn that you can see going back and forth out there. Here's a little old bird, I think. Yeah. I try to keep those with the cardinals in them, because those cardinals are real pretty to me. They're real pretty. Here comes Bubba the Coon. Hey, that one's just standing up. Freaks me out when they stand up like that. It does. It just freaks me out. Look at him. Because they act and look like... Oh, that's a pretty deer. That's a pretty 4-point right there. They act like cats. Those coons, they act like cats to me. When they stand up on their back feet, it just kind of freaks me out a little bit. That's a pretty little buck. I don't think he's that old. I know there's a way you can tell how old they are, but I can't remember. Somebody tried to explain it to me one time, and after about an hour and a half, I kind of got lost. There's Bert and Ernie coming over there, and look at him. Oh, stingy gut. And they're trying to get that corn or the peanuts or whatever it is in that jug. There's my little bobtail deer. She's still loaded up. Heavy. Gut slam full of deer there. She needs to go ahead and have that baby. I said that little bobtail deer is pretty. I'm just sitting there waiting for her to come up with a littling or two. He wants to own that bottle. He wants to own that jug. Watch. Now that may be, that's a little red. What is that? It's kind of hard to see what oh, I see. That coon, there's a coon and there's the two coons and a possum. That one coon's got the jug pulled all the way back here behind that tree. I guess he's hiding. He's sitting there hiding the jug. Let's see, yeah. He's still trying to work on it. Of course, he's trying to see what's in them hanging jugs too, hanging bottles. I usually put some kind of sweet treat right there in them bottles, whether it be more corn or cat food or peanuts or what have you. Now he's limping around. He's limp. That one was limping off. You have to read that one back a little bit and see why he was limping off. I don't know if he hurt his foot or if he's got a handful of corn in that in that foot. Look at him, still hiding behind a tree, poking his head out behind the tree. See who that is coming up on him. Hey, yeah, I was just gardening for you. Now look at the little baby coons. This one just drove my wife crazy. She loves these little baby coons, and any kind of baby anything is cute except a snake. But any kind, even a little old baby possum or little old baby armadillos are cute. There's a little rabbit right in the middle. But them little old baby coons, two little old coons, usually they have more than just two. But I think attrition kind of gets, thins out the herd a little bit. But of course we got the little rabbit again. He's hopping all over the screen. But those coons, I've seen them several times. But that's just about going to do it, I believe, for the trail cams. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Quick programming note, we're going to do just 2 shows a week. We're going to do the weekly episode on Tuesday nights and the single shop time episode on Thursday nights. Tuesday night, Thursday night, and then of course you got the Wednesday night repost that I repost the old videos for. Where does wind come from? Anywho. Anyway, like I said, gin season's fixing to come up, so it's going to be kind of busy, kind of rough. So we're going to do that, and plus I don't want to saturate the market with my image, oversaturate. Thanks for watching. That's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.